What up, besties? It's your girl Sheridan S. Davis, and I'm back with yet another video. Did y'all get into this season premiere of The Real Housewives of Atlanta? Okay, I got questions. Number one, Sheree and Martell, are y'all believing them? Because I'm not. Are we gonna be seeing Drew anytime soon? And is this whole series or season about to be about Martell Holt? I already can't stand him on his show. I don't need the crossover to this show. Y'all might as well have called this episode Martell and the Gang. Let's talk about the Real Housewives. Meet me after the jump. Mayday. All right, y'all. So let's get into the season premiere of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. We see Martell and Sheree, and I do not believe that this is a couple at all. They look like friends at best. I feel like that this is a scheme that Carlos came up with to bring us the bowl. That's how I feel, in the words of Aunt Bertha. I don't bimbo believe these people. I think this was something that Carlos and Sheree drummed up to keep sis on this season, and I honestly don't see how she's gonna be on next season, but we will look. My mother pointed out something. She said every season Sheree's storyline is with a man. She either running away from a man, pretending to have a man is pretending like he is a relationship guru. He ain't. She's getting a divorce from a man. She's seeing a man in prison. Everything is about a man or a failed business venture for her every season. So Sheree, is Martell the totality of your storyline? Because I already don't have time. He's tap dancing on my last nerve on Huntsville. Y'all, I just noticed that Martell was yelling at Melody's mama, not a part of her team last night. Yup. Yeah, let's get on into this. So, they are in the chateau, and Sheree has on an active wear set, and I'm like, is she wearing she by she in? Anyway, she says that Martell has BDE, and the producer asks her if Martell is good in bed. And Sheree just takes a sip of her drink. And I think it's because she by she ain't got none. She by she ain't with him. She by they just friends. She by this just PR. She don't know if he got good sex activities because they ain't had none. This is just a PR stunt. And then my question to production is, so when she said he got BDE, why would y'all zoom in on that man privates like that? I don't I don't want to know nothing about Martell and what he got going on down there. It doesn't erase the narcissism or the crazy. Okay? Anyway, so Sheree has a surprise for Martell, and it's I guess a healthy chef. And she then invites Martell to Ross's birthday party, and they talk about the fact that Candy has been calling him out, and he said, yeah, she called me an opportunist, but she must have forgotten that the opportunist is her husband. And I was just like, girl, you really thought hard about that, but at the end of the day, Ty's been around for a long time. I think the opportunist narrative is old. He's not still an opportunist. If Todd is still an opportunist, like he's literally the greatest scammer of all time. They've been together for a long time now. But it's cute to know, Mr. Holt, that you are a Real Housewives of Atlanta fan. So you must have been watching in those seasons when Melody was watching and wanted to get on TV. You was watching with her. Okay, cute. He's a super fan. So anyway, we see the candy coated click is back. Candy coated, nice. And Karma is sitting there. She just wanted to let us know real quick that she's a business owner. Yep, that's all they wanted. And so Candy is getting on my nerves with these childish pigtails, child. It was so childish. And she telling us that Sheree is a bad businesswoman. And I'm like, duh. We all know that about Chateau Sheree. Anyway, Kenya and Monyetta come through, and both of them are giving us the body. Kenya look like she bench presses about 1,000, and Monyetta look like she is collard greens and cornbread fit, and I love to see it. So we found out that Monyetta and her husband, is his name Keith, Sheath, something like that. Anyway, they hooked Kenya up with a good white man. I said, you better have you a white. Good for you. So anyway, she says that she feels like a woman again. I'm like, all right, all right. We see Candy in her confessional. She has on an afro, and I'm in love with it. It doesn't look super fake, and it's not giving Party City, so I think it's really cute. Monyetta said the streets have been talking and saying that Martell has been cheating on Sheree. No, he's not cheating on Sheree because you can't cheat if you're not in a real relationship. Duh. Anyway, Kenya said that he lightweight tried to talk to her, and it was very light when she said it. Uh, she said lightweight, so it wasn't a big deal. Not to me, but we all knew prior to going into this episode that that was gonna be, something that was pushed. That Martell tried to holler at Kenya. Um. So anyway, we then see Candy and Ace in a KFC commercial. Ace is cute. Candy's pretty. The acting is good. I just don't know how I feel about black people in chicken commercials. I don't know. Maybe the civil rights leader in me is not okay with it, but I just be looking like it just was giving me Mary J. Blige walked so Candy can run. Remember that? Crispy chicken, fresh lettuce. And we dragged her all up and down social media for standing on that table counter and stomping in her boots about crispy chicken. I feel like she walks so Candy can run. So y'all can feel more comfortable with this lady doing a crispy chicken commercial. Anyway, um, so Kenya tells us that she ain't talked to Martell, as in trying to date him because every time he looks at a woman, she gets pregnant. But Sheree is menopausal, so and I was like, ooh, they're gonna get you for that age shaming and womb shaming, Kenya. I don't mind it, but the people gonna eat you alive. Anyway, so Todd wants Candy to support his career, and Todd, she's not going to. She's not going to. This y'all second season having this discussion, and Ty, I just want you to go ahead and support yourself and be your own cheerleader. Of course, we know that you have given Candy ideas. You gave her the old lady gang idea, all the things. You have supported her in her business ventures. Candy don't want to do that for you, okay? I just want you to go ahead and take it in. So Candy starts crying because she feels like he's making her the problem. Candy, I don't think he's making you the problem. I think the problem is that you don't know you're the problem. That's what the problem is. It's not making it. You're the thing. You're the drama. So Candy, can you basically tell her she don't want to see her in divorce court, so go ahead and make it work. And Candy will make it work if she wants to. Candy be giving me selfish vibes. I'm sorry. She does. And so Sanya, we see Sanya there, and I do not like Sanya. Hopefully this season changes my mind, because her introductory season was a fool. A fool. And so Sanya's sitting up here with some bop 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 shirts, and I don't want it. I don't bid my want it. I get my shirt straight from Jamaica. Straight, okay? Anyway, Sanya with all of her relatives are sitting there talking about her husband's party. The theme is Harlem Nights, like all the other black folks. And we found out that per Sanya's sister, she doesn't understand boundaries. And I do think Sanya doesn't understand boundaries because everything has been about her for so long. But I also feel like y'all should move out. And then boom, 50% of your problem is solved right there. Just get your own place. Okay? And so then we see Candy and Todd with the kids, and Candy is on his laptop working on the script, and he's clearly talking to some big wigs or whatever. When Candy starts saying, "Isn't this family time?" And I'm just like, "Hello, pot, meet the kettle." Like, is she joking or is she for real? Be for real. Be for real, Candy. And so she starts thinking about how she don't have the energy to do everything she's doing. And Todd looks up from his laptop and he like, "Well, my family said I gotta go." And they're like, "Well, can we run it one more time?" He like, "Sure." Todd, get your dreams, cause Lord knows Candy gonna get hers. She'll sit up with an EGOT and not even thank you, baby. Anyway, we see the nephews make a special spread for Mom T. Marlowe. Her life coach comes over, and it reminds me of when Portia was pretending to do anger management. She had her little note or certificate or whatever it was that season. And I just want to know, how many sessions, Marlowe, have you been in? Or is this a storyline type thing like it was for Portia? Oop. Anyway, so Sonya visits Sheree in her almost three. Listen, Sheree had on a basic two-piece athleisure sweatsuit, athleisure suit, and it's $270 something. Sheree, if you don't kiss my foot, you finna stop playing in my face. That's what you gonna do. You and your fillers and your cheeks. You're gonna stop playing in our face. Ain't no way that two-piece set is $300. Now come on now. Come on now. Your manufacturers from Shein. Now see the stuff you had on the runway last year that I could see us buying $300 in that. But not this little cloth. No ma'am. So anyway, Sonya comes over to visit and they're working out together. Sonya is telling Sheree about her family drama. When Sheree's friend Courtney arrives, immediately it's a no for me on Courtney. Courtney has on her Nene Leakes attire, her kimono, white top, booty shorts. But what she had Miss Leakes mixed up is she also came in with some thigh high boots that were made for like summertime because they're stretched. They're suede. They are suede. I didn't need that whole look together. I didn't know what season it was. Um and so Courtney knows Marlo, and we find out that Candy, through her, she's saying that she heard that Candy is calling around to people asking about her, uh, and asking like, did she, or telling people that the girl basically said she know Candy. Well, I'm gonna give my opinion on this later. We found out that Sheree is in her feelings over Candy spoofs, and I'm just like, girl, for what? You're always talking to me about people too. And Sheree says the only time Candy isn't talking about people is when she's eating or slobbing a knob. And I just censored that. Sheree, are you on the Booger Sugar? Cause you're always talking about somebody, girl. Always. Always. And then I think Sheree wanna have sex with Candy. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I really do. Because there's no reason why this lady is so engulfed in her personal life. She is so obsessed with Candy's vagina, it is weird. She talks about Candy's vagina more than Todd. It's giving bizarre. You're weird at this point, honey. And so anyway, Sanya tells us that she spent $100,000 for her husband's um, birthday party. And I'm just like, $100,000? What happened to the backyard parties with the cake and ice cream? Because $100,000? My God. So Marlo begins talking to Rico Chappelle, and they're talking about her outfit for the party. And Rico asks if she has seen Candy spoofs online. Marlo says she better do that because Broadway and singing ain't working. Um, didn't Candy just get nominated for Emmy Award. Isn't Candy currently on tour singing with Escape? I'm just asking because what's not working about it? Candy ain't got my favorite voice either, but never try to diminish what she's doing. Like, that was mad whack. Completely whack. And so I just want Marlo to worry about her edges because that's what matters. Grow some edges, then we can talk about Candy career. Amen? Amen. So we get to the party and Kenya looks wonderful. Then we see Ralph without Drew and he says she got some type of family emergency. In the confessional, he's telling us it's his father-in-law. So anyway, Candy and Ty both look amazing. So does Marlo. Everyone look amazing and wonderful and fabulous except Courtney. Courtney just looked like, hey, Courtney. So Martell and Sheree look amazing. They come in and they shut it down. But of course they would because both of them have the shopping or the dressed up, accolades from their respective shows. So then we see Sanya and Ross coming in and everybody looks better than Sanya. I'm sorry. Sanya's dress, it was beautiful, but it was underwhelming. It was underwhelming. You should have came as Delores, but not with a suit on, because then we would have had to jump you. Anyway, everybody is shocked that Martell is filming, as am I. Sheree introduces Kenya to Courtney, and Candy speaks to her as well. And so Courtney says, I have heard that you said that I said we was friends. And Candy is just as confused as I am because we don't know you, sweetheart. And we don't care to know you because your energy was a mess. And so Candy was trying to figure out what her energy was. And the girl was getting irate, okay? And so then we see Kenya and Monietta pull Sheree to the side, and they're asking, is this thing between her and Martell serious? I'm like, it's serious enough that I could put some hot sauce in my bag and eat the snacks, okay? That's how serious it is. It's a motion picture. That's what they're giving, a motion picture. That's all I see it as being. And so Sheree can't really hardly answer. She throws another jab at Kenya's baseboard. Anyway, they said we basically been hearing stuff through the streets. And Sheree says, hearing what? And she like, we been hearing he messed with this girl in Atlanta. And Sheree says, well, he been in Atlanta the last 3 days. Where she at? And I said, Sheree, baby, it doesn't matter if he was with you for 3 days. That doesn't mean he's not talking to somebody else. Just as he was with Melody for about 15 years and didn't see that other woman coming. Girl, you better watch. You better watch. Anyway, we go across the room and Courtney is all up in Candy's face talking about, I'm not a cloud chaser. And I'm going to just say right here, right now, I think she is a cloud chaser. And I think sis told the production to get in more. Told the production, oh yeah, I've hung out with Candy Birds. That's how people do. That's how people do. And so I think your motive is clout, which is why you went off about the clout. Nobody had to know that you needed the clout, baby. And so anyway, Kenya lets Sheree know that Martell has slid in her DM before. Sheree says, he's here. Let's bring him over so he can answer for himself. And that's where we stopped at. I am going to give this episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta a 9 out of 10. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank y'all. Have a blessed day.
Made it, yeah.